Tottenham have finally won a game. The last time they won a game was in October, and that was a long time ago. All through the month of November, it was like L, L, L. Like, it was really bad for them all through the month of November. And of course, that was due to so many factors. Like, everyone know it was due to injuries and not taking their chances because there were games where they were the better team in terms of creating chances, dominating the team. They score, but towards the end, they lose the game. So this was like a must-win game. It's been a long time coming for them. Honestly, they had to just get a win, especially when they play well. And it's very annoying. Like it's very annoying when you play well, when your team plays well, and you end up losing. So they had to get a win. Like they just had to get a win. Today, they were far the better team. Like they dominated Newcastle United from the first half to the second half. They were far the better team. Like Newcastle United didn't really show up for it. And you can't say injuries because both teams have key players injured. Newcastle United have some key players injured. Spurs as well have key players injured as well. Madison, Van der Veen, Perisic is injured as well. For Newcastle United, I think they have their key, Nick Pope is injured. Who again is injured, I guess. Yes, their defenders, few of the key players in their team are injured as well. So both teams have key players injured, but today Tottenham were just the better team. Like they dominated Newcastle United from the first half to the second half. Newcastle United were not in the game. The press was just too much for them, and it's been a long time coming for Tottenham because when I watch them, like I remember watching them against Aston Villa, they played well, created chances, they didn't take their chances. That game they had like three offsides. Son had like three offsides and they lost the game because they created so many chances. Against Man City, they were really not in the game in the first half. We could have blown them out, but we failed to take our chance and they got back into the game and they got a point. West Ham United, they created chances as well. Same issue. They go, they score, and towards the end, they lose. Today, when they scored, it felt like it's Tottenham. Towards the end, they were going to lose this game, but today it was a very very different kind of game today because they played very well. Like there were so many good players today for them on the pitch. Poro was excellent. Udoji was excellent. Sa was excellent. Basuma was good. Romero, my only issue with Romero is just that guy just too aggressive. Like Romero can cost you a game. Like Spurs can be winning, let's say 1-0 up, and this guy can just get a red card out, will bring the opponent back into the team. That's the only problem with Romero. The guy is just too aggressive. He needs to calm down. Richarlison today played excellently well. He played so well. He took his chances. Son, for me, he was the man of the match. Son just keeps delivering. Like, it's just... Sometimes you wonder what would have happened if Harry Kane was still in this team under Postecoglou. Like, what would have happened? Because Son is just playing so well. So well. For me, he has been the best left winger in the league for a very long time. For me, it has been Son. He has been the best left winger in the league for a very long time. The guy is just, he's a very good footballer. Very, very, very good footballer. So credit to Spurs because they needed this win. They needed this win. Yes, those games where they lost, you could tell if maybe they had their players back. Maybe if they had their key players, they won't lose those games like the likes of James Madison and Van der Veen. They won't lose those games. But so far, they've still been able to at least get something with the squad they have. Coming January, they need to go into the transfer market. They need to go. They need squad. They need that squad depth. They really need that squad depth if they really want to go far. This season, of course, winning the league is out of the option. But top four is still very open for them. It's still very possible. The teams that will be fighting for it, there'll be so many teams fighting for it, but it's still very possible for them. I actually thought they were going to pull out a Leicester United kind of season. because if their players were fit, because you can never tell, like, because this sports side, with if they have all their players fit, their key players fit, they're a very difficult side to play. I don't think they'll be where they are. I feel a sports side with Madison, every player complete, Van der Veen complete, will be higher up. They'll be probably challenging for the title. It's a full sports side that have all their key players fit will probably be challenging for the title. Postecoglou plays very good football, very, very good football. But then again, they need that squad depth. That squad depth is very, very important. Very important. So this January transfer, they need to go and get players. For sports fans, I don't think sports fans should be worried for this guy, because they should just look ahead. The future is bright. And right now, I can tell you some United fans rather have Postecoglou than Eric Ten Hag, because they know Postecoglou has a style of play. He has a pattern. He has that, and you can actually go like, oh, man, if we're taking our chances, it's just fine margins. If we're taking our chances, it's just maybe little margins and we lost this game. But for Eric Ten Hag, it's just like no style of play, and they get results, yes, but that's not sustainable. I rather have my team pull a good performance, play well, create chances, and even if they lose, I know, okay, the next game will come out better than a team that grinds out results. There's no style of play. So sportsmen should look to the future, because this guy, if he gets the right players, if they back him well, down the future, this guy, they'll be challenging for the title if they have the squad depth. Few years from now, they'll be challenged, because they play a very good style of football, very, very good style of football. The guy is a very good manager. You can tell the players, they believe in the system. They really believe in what he's doing. And like I said, once you have a style of play, you have your own template. It's always easy. Like once a player is coming in, they just have to follow that same template and that same style of play. People might say, oh, he needs to change his tactics. Yes, sometimes he needs to adapt to some situations. He needs to, depending on how the game is. I just feel that is his only weakness, because it seems like he's a stubborn manager. Despite him losing, he sticks to his principles. He doesn't want to change his style. I just feel that is the only weakness. I feel there are some games he needs to just adapt, maybe sit deep, make it very difficult for the team. But apart from that, Postecoglou is a good manager, and this is his first season. So the expectation this season should be basically the basics. Like, okay, try and get the best out of your players, try and get your best 11. Let's see what you can do, and maybe next season we can try and see how far we can go, maybe trying to compete in Europe. Already, this is his first season, and it looks likely, because the top 4 spot is still very open, it looks likely they can do it. It's not possible. Tottenham can actually make top 4 this season. It's very possible for them. For Newcastle United, injuries this season will be a major issue for them. To be a major issue for them. The injuries are affecting them, and probably if they are still in the Champions League. But I guess if they're out of the Champions League, I don't know what position they are. If they're out of the Champions League, that might help, because now they only have to play in the Premier League. But if they go far, it will still affect them, because they are missing key players. And also, if they make it to Europa, that will be another problem. So injuries is a major problem affecting Newcastle United. They need their players back. The goalkeeper, their goalkeeper, they won't replace I don't know his name, but they will definitely miss Nick Pope. Nick Pope is a big miss for them. Today, you can tell there were some situations here, like, if only Nick Pope was here. They really need Nick Pope back. I don't know how long he'll be out for, but Nick Pope is a big blow for them. Big shout out to Spurs. It's been a long time. You guys got your win. It's been a long time, and I hope you guys will enjoy this one, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you very much, and have a nice day, guys. Thank you.